What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing kind of a different video, more like a tutorial walkthrough type of thing. I am going to be taking you through like doing a full face, eyes, face, everything, just for beginners. Just the basics of the products, where to place them, how to do it, techniques on how to do certain things. So yeah, things that I wish I would know I would have known as I was getting started. So yeah, I'm just taking you through how I went from bare face to getting this look right here. So yeah, I feel like it may look intimidating because I was like, oh, the eyes might look intimidating. I swear I used foreshadows. So easy. So I hope you guys are interested in this video, and I honestly hope it's informative. I've had a lot of people ask, like, can you just please do like a beginner's makeup, just beginners, like I need to know where this goes and how to put this on and what brush to use. So I give you a little bit of everything in this video. So I hope you guys are excited, and if you are, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, and let's get on with it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the face. Going in bare face, just washed it. So we have two types of primers. You could use a spray primer. So this is the NYX Bear With Me, and I really like this one. I use this one very often. It's already halfway done. Or we have this like putty one. It's literally called a poreless putty primer. So this one I've been using a lot too. It is the e.l.f. one, the poreless putty one. You're gonna want to put where you have your pores, and then you can go ahead and spray this one everywhere else if you'd like. Okay, so then for the foundation, you always want to make sure that you're matching to your neck. And this is a very bad example because I've been running out of my foundation like crazy just because I've been filming a lot. So this is like my summer foundation, and this is honestly one of my favorite foundations. It's so good. It's the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I'm in the color, well, this is my summer color, is 122 medium tan. It's definitely a few shades darker than what I am now. And then I mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the color 208, just to lighten it up. But this is very full coverage and just so good. So yeah, that's a little trick. If you like have a foundation that you like but it's too dark, then you can add a lighter foundation to lighten it up. So there's multiple ways that you can put foundation on. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge. I used to use brushes, now I strictly use sponges just because I like how it applies like 10 times better. I feel like the brushes don't apply well on me. This is an e.l.f. sponge. You can get any sponge. Honestly, a lot of the sponges work the same. This one is really good. I think it's $5 and it's from e.l.f. Okay, so when you are putting your foundation on, you just want to tap with the sponge, and you do wet this. You do wet it, basically soak it, and then just make sure you like rinse out all the water. And then you just press it all into your skin, and it just makes it look very seamless. It's still really early, so I need all the coffee in the world. Okay, so for concealer, you are going to pick a shade that is 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade. So this one is my current favorite. It's Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Concealer in light medium. So you want to get a color that is 2 shades lighter because it is meant to brighten your under eyes. So you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And I also like to do it with the sponge because I just feel like it really blends, and it can really get under like your under eye. So that's what I like to do it with. Sometimes I've done it with a brush, but the under eye is so sensitive that I don't want to really put a brush under there. So I just like to dab it out with the sponge. And then you do want to put the concealer also on your forehead and on your chin, just because if this is going to be highlighted, you need it to be like balanced, I guess you can say. So you put it on your forehead and then on your chin. Also, you can do your nose. I do the nose. And then quickly after, just because you don't want any creasing under, you don't really want to like be looking down and stuff like that, you go in with the powder. So I really love the Airspun Loose Face Powder. This one, it is in the color Naturally Neutral. It's really, really good. So I just take my sponge, and then I usually just take the excess on my eyelids because I don't want my eyelids to crease either. I like to pack my under eyes just so that those are really, really not getting any creases, and then put some everywhere else too. So you can either let that sit for a while and do like maybe your contour or start on your your eyeshadow. I just let it sit for a few seconds and then I go in and I dust it off. So then for blush, you can pick whatever color you want, like whatever color you feel works best. I have so many different colors. Right now I'm going with like a peachy blush, and I just pat it right here. And then for highlighter, you can either do a liquid highlighter or you can do a powder. I go in between. So I really like this one. This is Iconic London Illuminator. So what I will do with that one is I will just put it on my hand, and then I will take the sponge and dab that and then go in, just so it's not so overwhelming and it's not just like a streak. But even if I go in with the powder, so this is the Amrezy ABH, I still will go in with the sponge and I will put it on that way as well. I just like how it looks a lot better than if you go in with the brush. I feel like it looks more skin-like. Dab a tiny on the tip of my nose, and then Cupid's bow. I think it just looks so much better when you put it on with the sponge. Or you can go in with a brush. If I do go in with the brush, I like to go in with the Morphe Y11. I just really, really, really like how the sponge makes it look. Okay, then now that we've highlighted and put blush on, you want to bronze up the face just so everything looks very even. So this is my favorite bronzer. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have hit pan. I like to go in with a very slanted brush because I feel like it like shapes the face better. That's just my preference. You can go in with any kind of brush. So you just do a little kissy face. And what you do is you come from the top of your ear down. So once you do that, what I like to do to make it more defined and just look cleaner, I go back in with the powder. I go in with the edge that's sharp on the sponge, and I go in underneath. So it's a nice clean edge. And then you clean it up and it doesn't look, tell how it looks very nice and clean and like sharp. So for me, I always, when I do my cheeks, I always do my forehead. I just feel like when you do the forehead, it really brings the look all together. And this is just like making your forehead smaller, but this definitely brings the whole look together for me. Okay, so that is it for the face. That is everything that you need for the face. After, we will set, so that'll be like the last face thing that we do, but that is everything you need for a beginner to understand like how to put makeup on, where everything goes. I feel like that was like the hardest thing for me to learn, was where everything went. So yeah, that is literally a full face, the bare minimum. Now we'll go to the eyes. Okay, so I picked out this palette because I feel like it's the perfect palette for a beginner to learn with. It's the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette, and it has everything you need for just an everyday eye. Okay, so the first shade that we will start off with is going to be this shade right here. It is the first shade in the palette. This shade, I just pick up a very flat brush and I will set my lids with it. Then to create some definition in the eyelid, we will go in with just like a little deeper shade and a very, very fluffy brush. It's just a really, really fluffy brush. So we're gonna go in with this shade, and this we will keep in the crease. and just go back and forth, circular motions. Okay, then next, just to give it some more definition, make it a little deeper, you're gonna go in with an even darker shade. So we will go in with the next shade down, which is this one. And then this one you wanna go in with like a more defined brush because you want it to just be in the crease. So you see how this one has like more of like a point, defined. This one we will keep in the crease, but we're not bringing it as high as we were the other one. That one was more of, that one is called our transition shade. This one is just for the crease, not bringing it up as high. The last shade was a very neutral shade and it's to tie everything together. Okay, and then just to deepen it just a tad bit more, going in with the same brush, we're gonna go into this last shade right here, just the darkest one. But this, we are just going to be focusing right here on the outer corner and then bringing it up a little bit in the crease. So you see how that just added more definition and just really brought the look together, that deeper, darker shade. Just keeping it on the outer corner and in the crease on like the outer third really brought the look together. If you can tell from right here, it is just very simple, and then this is like more defined, more definition. Okay, so we're done with the eyes. We will go ahead and set the face. I like to set the face before I do my mascara. I'm using the Tarte Big Ego mascara. Okay, then the last thing we have to do is lips. I am just going to be overlining my lips. So when you overline, you always want to get like a darker whatever shade it is. So I always go in with like a nude, so I always will grab a darker brown shade and outline the lips because that kind of like contours your lips. So you see how like a darker shade will create that like pout look? That's what I go for because I feel like it looks best. So I will overline with a darker shade and then I will go in with like a very nude or pinky. So the shade I have been going in with like literally every day is the Kylie Cosmetics Beach Bum Matte Lipstick. So the trick is you pat it in and just in the middle. Alright guys, that is gonna be the completed tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've never really done a video like this, kind of like a walkthrough beginner's guide on makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was very informative. I hope you guys learned something from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I told my girl, bad girl.